Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Drunken Dan.
I'm sad.
Yeah, me too.
You're Sabo, and so is Dan. I put
Oh yeah, I
myself in
forgot.
both of you. We're
Oh.
starting a new organization, Organization S. We're gonna make 13 versions of me. You guys are the first two.
But I don't like. But you're stupid.
It's okay, Train. Only you'll get this joke, and other people. But at the end, though, it'll be revealed that it was all a plan by Meteor Meltdown, and that he was the even bigger organization or something.
I figured that was gonna happen, but you know.
The super duper organization.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
It's like the other organization, but so much better.
It's actually dumber. It's actually even dumber than you think.
Oh, I'm prepared for much. I haven't actually finished Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, but I'm prepared for dumb. I'm prepared for dumb, and I'm telling the two people that are listening to this why we're dancing around the issue of what happens at the end is because I don't know, but I have a feeling it's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of, in general, like even in doing these videos, I want to wait a good couple months before we even joke about spoiler stuff with it, just to be nice. Because
We can talk about how disappointing the Frozen world was, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, go ahead if you want. The only thing I know at the Frozen world is they recreated the entirety of Let It Go, including the graphical glitch where her braid goes through her arm, which is really fucking funny to me.
They did.
But, like, I wasn't expecting much from Frozen World, because, I mean, I like Frozen, but I honestly, when I heard that, when I knew there was gonna be a world, I was like, what the fuck are you gonna do with Frozen World? But go ahead, you guys can now ramble
Big
about it.
fuck off labyrinth.
All right, so this is what happens in Frozen World. Sora hangs out with Elsa for 2 minutes, and they seem to be like befriending each other. Then she leaves, and you spend the rest of the time walking around giant snow-covered hills, over and over.
Well,
and
she's
over
like,
again. And every time-
you meet her and she's like, my power's dangerous, and Sora's like, I control all of the elements, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Sora's like, I have a giant key sword. I can make ice. I can make fire. I can make lightning. You think you're dangerous?
Bitch, I killed a god!
You think you're dangerous? I have 3 people inside me. Oh wait.
Maybe.
All 3 of them are also Xehanort.
I got 3 people inside me. Elsa, would you like to be the 4th?
Oh my god.
No.
Unfortunately, Sora can't hit on Elsa.
We all know she was totally willing for it, though. Just like, finally, a male in this franchise is not just a filler.
So then Elsa leaves, and then you try to follow her. You have to go through an ice labyrinth. You have to go up many
It's okay.
many
It's
icy.
okay.
The entire world is basically just snow-covered hills.
Sabo, it's okay because you get a great party member. You get fucking Olaf.
No, you don't get Olaf. You get
No, you
Olaf.
don't get Olaf. You get Olaf's big, mean, angry brother. You get the monstrous one.
You get Snowbro. You just have to
He's actually pretty awesome.
You just have to do a shitty minigame to fight to rescue Olaf.
Oh yeah,
okay.
that was terrible.
That's
Yes,
a pretty bad minigame.
You have to find Olaf because he gets broken into 3 pieces.
Can we instead rescue ourselves from Olaf by using a hairdryer?
No.
No, but you can
You have
give
to.
you can give him a brown torso.
Nah,
I'm
close
sure
enough.
you have to. Wait. Do you not have to? Can you not screw that up? Because I spent like an hour doing that part.
Oh, I wasn't the only one who was like, "Where is this fucking torso? Where is this fucking torso?" No,
I mean,
you can't.
I assumed it.
You can't just find
wasn't
it.
going to come up until you got both of them because
No, you can just find it because you could totally go. Because I don't know why you would want to, but you can go back and time trial it. Like I said, I don't know why you'd want to, but
what?
you can.
I mean, I could see doing the snowboarding mini game over again, but why would you possibly?
Oh, you
want
have to do the snowboarding minigame if you want Ultimate Weapon.
I don't think I'm going to make Ultimate Weapon because I never made Ultimate Weapon for all 3 Birth by Sleep guys, so I'm probably not going to do that here.
Yeah, but that's because that's a bollock. That requires going through the bullshit arena.
I'll be honest, the only funny scene with Olaf in it in the movie was when he starts talking about the whole wanting to feel the summer, and it's Kristoff and Anna, and Kristoff goes, "I'm going to tell him, no, you won't." That's literally the only funny part with Olaf.
No, they missed that. In fact, you missed most of the good parts of the movie. Like I said, Sora hangs out with Elsa for 2 minutes. He hangs out with Anna for 2 minutes, and then he spends the rest of the time just walking through the snow.
Wait,
and
so they
getting
didn't
knocked
even
off the mountain.
They could have recreated the fucking like snowboarding scene where they're just throwing shit, or not snowboarding, the sled scene. Like that could have been fun, where you just have like Heartless and shit coming out, and you gotta throw shit at them.
Oh, they do that. They do
Oh,
that.
Oh, they do that. Oh.
It's just.
They
It's just Sora, Donald, and Goofy fucking around though.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you don't get to hear those two bantering like idiots.
No,
So-
they're barely in the game.
That's stupid.
I mean,
That's another one of the scenes that I really liked in that movie, was just those two bantering and throwing shit.
they were kind of strapped with things to do for Frozen as it is.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
no.
they could have just made something up like they did for Toy Story, or
Toy Story
many other world. Toy
Toy
Story
Story's
world is just like. Go, you tell them.
It's just fucking depressing. It's just
Oh
like,
yeah.
it's just like, okay, it's just like all our friends are gone forever.
Conveniently, all our friends who have dead VAs are in an alternate world, and we might never actually meet them again.
I mean, if I remember Tarzan World from the first one, you're just kind of dicking around, and then
Yeah.
now we fight the boss.
Well,
Yeah, that's what happened in most of the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds. So I was like, I mean, I figured they'd just make something up for Frozen, and like Sora would run around with Elsa and have a good time. I mean, Snowbro was pretty cool too, but like all it was is just like it's basically just walking around snowy covered hills while the rest of the movie is happening far off in the distance, where you can even like Hans is there, but like he doesn't even talk. You see him running off with Elsa in the distance. By the time you catch up, they've already done that whole thing.
to be fair, a lot of people don't talk in this game.
That's true.
There's a
I
lot.
guess they were strapped for VA budgets from all the characters in it, because it's like a couple characters.
They got a lot of the original VAs though.
That and a lot of characters just have their dead voice actors at this point.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like Phil Octites. So he's just kind of there, awkwardly, just standing silently. And then there's like two of the old chumps from the organization are just there, kind of just standing around.
Yeah, it's like they cut back to Radiant Garden with Zexion in his lab, and like the other two guys are with him, but they never talk. They just like gesture because I guess they didn't want to pay their VAs, so only he's allowed to talk.
So apparently one of them doesn't like Sora because they don't like Roxas, I think.
I mean, nobody likes Roxas.
And it's like you'd think like Lucius would probably hate Riku most of all. He's the one who killed him.
I mean, technically, Ansem killed him.
Well, same thing at this point.
Everyone is Ansem.
He's
You're
right.
Ansem. I'm Ansem. That person outside my window is also Ansem.
Anyway, my main problem with the Frozen world is it seems like rather than have fun with it, they decided they'd rather come up with an excuse to recreate the iconic scenes in the Kingdom Hearts engine, which is pointless because it looks just like the damn movie.
Like I'm kind of sad they didn't have fun with it, because that's also what I liked about like the other ones, because like I said, I like Frozen, so I want to just kind of like dick around, just hang out with the characters, like in every other Kingdom Hearts game. So that kind of makes me sad.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's like at the very end, you can go back to Elsa's ice castle, and like everyone else is standing there. You can finally do stuff with them.
Because what I figured
If you
was
wanna
going to
take-
happen is you were going to spend most of the game traveling with this before, because I didn't really watch many of the trailers. I figured what they were going to do is, Elsa's already like fucked off. Frozen the Kingdom is inside her castle, and it starts off with you and traveling with Anna and them to go to the castle. That's what I figured that they were going to do.
it happens for a bit once you get out of the labyrinth.
Yeah, but then you get separated.
Yeah,
because
but then you fall off the mountain for the second time.
for the second day. By the third time, even Sora is like, "Oh God, I'm tired of this."
That wasn't even in the script. That was just the VA.
No, he's like, "It sure is great that the snow is so soft that we can be knocked off the mountain several times and not get killed."
Yeah, the funny part, that wasn't even the script. That was just Sora's VA just kind of ranting.
It's like, "Oh God, yeah." So basically, Elsa knocks you off the mountain 3 times. You keep climbing back there. Then by the third time, she's finally gone because Hans was already been there and took her off screen. Then you chase her to the end, and he turns into a Heartless, so they don't have to give him any dialogue.
But it's a pretty cool boss fight.
It is a pretty cool boss fight, and it involves Snowbro holding up the
the dark sun. It's like the sun but dark.
Yeah, he makes a black sun appear.
Black hole sun, won't you come?
But yeah, all the other worlds I think are much better.
Oh, well, I mean, Olympus was kind of half-assed, yeah.
Yeah, but at least Olympus was like half tutorial though.
That's
I was gonna
true.
say, isn't Olympus like the first one?
Yeah, you just start on Olympus, and it's like, well,
You know,
at least...
it's like you go to the Tangled world, and like, you know, you're actually allowed to interact with the Rapunzel throughout the whole thing.
What? Oh!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
You can even dance. You can even dance with her.
What,
You can
what
dance
is
with
this?
her. You can
Is
take
this-
pictures with her. You can give her like flowers and birds.
What?
In fact, people
is
pointed
this?
out that Sora has better romantic chemistry with Rapunzel than Flynn does.
Oops.
Which unfortunately she gets with him anyway. In fact, they have the romantic scene where Sora conveniently disappears, and I was like, man, I wanted to cuck him.
I mean, it's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame when they do this scene at the end. It's like, oh no, Flynn is dead. And it's like, yeah, it's a good thing we don't have any people around here who can like just cast healing magic.
Good thing. Right, Donald?
Also,
No,
Motherfucker!
they were conveniently outside until it was too late.
they were fighting Gothel's Heartless.
And then, oh yeah, her mother becomes a Heartless also.
And then Marluxia
Yeah.
is there. And I fucking loved Marluxia in that world. Where it's just like, I really don't like you, Sora. And Sora's like, who are you? You're just some chump that nobody likes and remembers.
Well, no, because every time they come up, every time the Shade of Memories guys show up, he's like, I don't know who you are, because his memories of running through the castle were erased when they fixed it.
Yeah, but even
Except-
even with Marluxia, he seems especially like, wow, you are just washed up. A has-been.
Why are you even here?
Like everyone else, he's like, oh, I don't know you, but you know me.
And then Rapunzel cuts her hair, and she can't be in the party anymore.
Yeah,
Because
no, because
all
now
of her skills revolve around using her hair, which is gone. I'm not quite sure how that works, because you needed to swing with her to get around the world.
yeah, but that's because after that you get all your flow motion moves and shit, double jumps and glides.
I mean, I assume they can't do their special attack either, which means there's no reason to ever go back there.
There is if you want to go and do all the flans, which is like the Mushroom Heartless from 2.
Oh
but-
god, those.
I'm sorry. All I was thinking of.
I mean,
was
you
that
can't
fucking-
you can't do the dancing mini game again and dance with
some-
Rapunzel some more. Except you can't steal her from Flynn, which is unfortunate.
I mean, well, not officially, but
There are lots of fan fictions of it, probably.
Sora probably
Oh.
goes. Sora probably hops in the gummy ship next time and goes there next time Kari gets kidnapped or goes missing.
I mean, there's
Or you get-
there's fan fictions of Aqua or Terra getting it on with Cinderella. So I mean, I'm sure somebody will get to it eventually.
Yeah,
Who the hell would want to fuck Terra, though? Like, that's just dumb.
yeah.
How
Cinderella
desperate-
apparently.
How desperate would you have to be to want to fuck that idiot?
I mean, he did escort her to the ball,
Yeah, that was nice of him.
which is better than. Well, I mean, that was probably the first kindness she'd seen from anyone.
There wasn't
Yeah.
like magical fairy.
That isn't.
And
Yeah, that
before-
isn't the fairy godmother. I like how they just flat out kill her family in Birth by Sleep. By the way, I forgot to
Yes.
mention this last time.
Cinderella's. Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Well,
Yeah, Cinderella. Yeah, just like
Aqua's just like,
the-
don't worry, I killed your family. Now you're free to go get married and live as a princess forever.
No. Well, first when Aqua shows up and she's like, well, I guess I'll just have to take my Keyblade and murder her whole family, and they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. But then the giant unversed steps on them anyway. I'm like, well, I guess them being mean to her for a couple of years was something the story really couldn't allow.
I mean, depends what. I mean, as far as we know, all that they did was make her clean and live in an attic.
That's true.
If that's barely child abuse. Fuck me, they didn't even keep her in the basement on it, chained up.
Who does that?
The Germans. At least that one German guy did.
Oh my god.
Was he German or was he like some made up European country?
I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the fuck you're on about right now.
There's a guy who like kept his. I mean, just to like keep it light and breezy. There's a guy who like chained his daughter up in the basement for years and just kept raping her in like. I think it was Germany, but it might be somewhere else. It's a big story.
That guy's not really helping his stereotypes there.
Well, she wasn't Jewish.
Oh my god.
So, alright, so I got here. There's a threesome between Terra, Aqua, and Cinderella, and there's one fic that ships her and Marluxia for some reason.
What?
I don't know why.
He is very fabulous.
He is very fabulous, but I don't think they've like ever met.
Yeah, well.
I don't. Well, I mean, I'll look into that later if I want to hurt my brain. But for now,
yeah, fanfiction is a good way to hurt your brain.
It could be very well written.
I mean,
oh, I'm sorry.
Occasionally, some is pretty good, but by and large, it is not. I'd say 99% of all fan fiction is terrible. There's like 1% that is sometimes good, and then there's My Immortal, which is like intentionally so bad it's amazing.
But speaking of creepy sex figs, how about that Vic Mignogna, eh?
Oh boy!
Now there's a transition. Yeah. So, how do we want to introduce this thing?
I mean, you should probably explain the whole thing, or at least.
Okay, so I'll try to keep it quick. God, I fucking hate. Fuck. Train, you do it. You're better at just being blunt.
So apparently Vic Mignogna got fired from working on Ruby because apparently there was a whole bunch of allegations about him related to certain things he'd been doing at conventions for years.
Apparently he was really creepy.
Yeah.
And he was also creeping on other VAs too.
Yes, he jumped on Neil Kaplan's back and pressed his junk into the back of his neck one time, and he was like, I felt kind of violated when he did that.
No, I'm fucking... Dude, I'm being serious.
I know. I read that. That's a serious story. He gave Neil Kaplan a piggyback ride.
But no, I mean, like... God damn it.
What other VAs did he creep on?
Monica Rial.
Curious. Oh.
Bulma.
Interesting. I know who she is. I'm just like, that's interesting.
So, now she didn't right out say his name, but she was one of the voice actresses that was like retweeting and favoriting the things and kind of came out today and said that she was a victim. Not today, but like, this was like a couple days ago by the time this video came out. She's kind of taking a break from Twitter, which you can't blame her, because a lot of Vic Mignogna fans are just kind of coming out of the woodwork. And, but yeah, there's a lot of, like, shit I've seen of it, and I've known about it a little bit longer than the Ruby thing. I kind of, was following it for a little bit, because, there was, the allegations started kind of popping up after the Broly movie came out. And so I kind of, like, followed it a little bit, looked into some of it, and yeah, honestly, I am pretty goddamn sure this is legit, and apparently it was something that was known about for years within the convention community.
What I just want to know is, why did it take so long for this to come out, and why did nobody ever move on it before? It's not like he's an A-list Hollywood star that has millions of dollars.
He has a lot of draw
with. Away.
Okay, so he does have a lot of draw and pull within the VA community with animation, well, with anime specifically. And Monica Rial herself actually did try coming to them in the past about it, and nothing was done. So people had in the past tried to do it, but now there's enough of a shitstorm kicked up to where... I know he was pulled off of a Funimation thing recently, I can't remember what show it was. He was pulled off of Ruby, and they've been kind of pulling him off of things left and right. He's also supposed to be Bubsy in the new Bubsy game. It's not a joke.
Mm.
I saw one person say something that I thought was funny, and it said, like, hey, guys, I'm all for kicking Vic off of all these roles, but can we just not kick him off of Bubsy just so we can say his last role was Bubsy Bobcat? And I kinda want that to happen. I want this to happen now.
I guess the question ultimately is, did he actually ever do anything, though?
Yes.
No, I mean like more than make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Groping, forcibly kissing, stuff like that.
Like, did he? Did he do anything?
He also
Justin
gave
Carmichael?
he also gave a couple. He gave several underage girls alcohol and got them drunk and undressed, stuff like that.
Well, that's okay. We're
Yeah.
getting there. We're getting there.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because a lot of people just say, "Oh."
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. That's why I was also like I said, I've known about it for a couple weeks since before this recording is being done, and I was keeping quiet because I wanted to get a hold of as much like evidence and facts on it too, because it's a big accusation, and I didn't want to like reactionary talk about it, even though there's only a handful of people that watch this thing, because I just don't feel that's right. But there's enough to where I'm like, yeah, fuck Vic Mignogna, fuck him forever. Not literally fuck him. That's what he wants.
That's going to make watching Brody a bit awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
But yeah, that's pretty much.
And he was the best part of Ruby now too.
Well,
And yeah, well,
no reason to continue that show.
but yeah, I don't really have anything other to add to it, other than that's all that happened, and that's really it. I know this is like an awkward way to end it, but
So anyway, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, honestly, let's go back to Kingdom Hearts.
No one on that. No one attached to Kingdom Hearts has done anything like that yet. I'm watching
Well,
you, Corey Burton. No one can sound that good and not have something up with him. That's not true, Corey Burton. Please don't do anything.
There's Billy Zane. He's not really part of it anymore.
He was only in it for that one game.
Who's Billy Zane?
He was
the original. He was the original.
He was the OG. Kingdom Hearts.
The one who had all the meme lines because he was so hammy about things.
Okay, so wait, did he do something?
He was in he was basically career blacklisted shortly after Kingdom Hearts 1 came out because he was in a anti-American movie.
Oh.
And yeah.
Okay,
That'll do it.
I'm anti-American.
Yeah, but you're not actually American. Actually, is he American?
He might not be.
I don't know. I don't know if he's American or Canadian or what. I don't know.
Well, if he's Canadian, then that's just unfair. It's his freedom to like make fun of the shittest country in the world.
I only know him from Kingdom Hearts and Titanic. So
He was in Titanic. Which one was he in Titanic?
he was the jackass boyfriend who came between Rose and Jack.
Oh, the one who kidnapped a child to.
Yes, to get off the ship.
I have a child. I found it.
I have a child I found. Can I go on the lifeboat? Okay, sure. Why not?
Seems suspicious, but okay.
Yeah,
It's not the worst thing. No.
Could be worse.
I mean, the ship was like 2 minutes from breaking in half. What else were they gonna do?
Tell him to fuck off. Wait his turn. He's British. He should wait in line. Goddammit! Cutting ahead of line. He fucking deserved his frozen death. You don't do it. It's just not right. It's just not cricket. It's like being on public transportation and talking to the person next to you. It's like that's just disgusting. You deserve everything you get for that.
Is that like going to a bathroom and trying to strike up a conversation and the guy with the urinal next to you?
What that's fucking no one would ever think to do that. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's happened a few times. If you go to the public bathroom, there's like one weirdo, and it's just like, dude, fuck off.
Not in this glorious country.
I somehow doubt that.
We don't speak. We only speak if it's absolutely necessary.
I kind of doubt that.
So is it necessary now?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
The English don't shut up is more likely the answer.
You'd actually be surprised. I've said it before that being on the London Underground is a fantastic experience because it's like one of the few times you'll be surrounded by people who literally wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, and they don't even know you. No, seriously, if you were just like if you were on the tube and you like just cause a disruption, if like you were on fire or stabbed or something, they would just be like, "You're just ruining my day." It is. It is.
I mean,
beautiful.
that's kind of New York. There's like one person disruptful, and people just kind of ignore them.
Yeah, well, but New York is usually weird, like like homeless guys coming onto the subway, like begging for change, or.
Yeah, but New Yorkers have
my one favorite New York story is I was walking across the corner and a guy with taped trash bags to himself just like jumped at me and like whooped.
Whoop!
I was like, no, he's like, ah! And I just walked away. I had no response. I just kind of pretended he wasn't there. I'm not sure why he had trash bags taped to himself.
I always find in that instance it's best to pretend you can't speak English. That's why I always try to learn how to say I don't speak English in as many languages as possible.
Yeah, but where did they speak the language?
That's why you then swap to the next one.
I'm pretty sure I looked too white to get away with that.
Plenty of white people speak different languages, you racist.
Not in New York.
That's true, you only speak... some people speak Italian. Also, is it a massive tourist hotspot?
It is.
Well, yeah, but I don't look like a tourist. I look like somebody who took the train over.
I mean, I'm sure tourists also take trains.
Well, I mean, you could always just wear a shirt that says "I heart BJ."
No, I think that'd be soliciting.
It was like, I can't remember. I think it was a shirt that was. I can't remember where it was. I think it was in Korea. Like, I think it was in Korea, and that was a shirt they found. They just thought it was really funny.
I mean, what, the shirt or Korea itself?
The shirt.
Oh, I think Korea is quite funny.
So of course they bought it because it's I heart BJ.
As I said, I'm pretty sure that would just get them arrested for soliciting.
Or at least I'd be put on Twitter as like an example of a toxic male that needs to be murdered. Because that happens.
No. I mean, yeah, you get some of those wackos.
Unfortunately, they run the Academy Awards.
I mean, the Academy Awards always been run by idiots.
And also Disney. Well, at least they run Lucasfilm.
Oh, when's the Animation Awards? Has that happened yet?
No one cares about animation, Dan.
Oh, no, I'm asking because I'm curious. What one animation? Is it what I think it is? I'm checking.
What
won the best animation? I'm curious.
I mean, the Oscars haven't happened yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Black Panther won something recently, didn't it?
No, it got an Oscar nominated. That's the joke.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it hasn't happened yet. Okay, I don't pay enough attention because I'm fully expecting, even though the Spider-Verse movie was good, because Disney put out a movie, it's going to win. Because that's what always happens. Hello?
Because they're all like, haha, you have to, like, look at our ads, our really obnoxious and intrusive ads.
You cut out what?
Sorry. Okay, so animated features are Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm half expecting it to be one of the two fucking Disney movies, even though Spider-Verse is the best one of those.
I mean, there's 3 Disney movies.
Let's see, what were the, I know there's 2, what were the, wait, okay, so Ralph, Incredibles, what was the other one?
Spider-Man.
No, that's a Sony movie.
Oh. Yeah, it'll probably be, actually, I guess Isle of Dogs is a Wes Anderson movie, so that might win. They do like Wes Anderson.
I don't know dick about Isle of Dogs.
Oh, it's also probably why it will win, because you don't know dick about it, and you're a peasant.
This is literally the first time I've ever heard about this movie.
Okay. All you need to know is that Black Panther got a nomination, and that in of itself is a joke.
Of course it did.
I can't wait for them to drag Jimmy Kimmel up to do what he has. I actually do want to like file a complaint that Jimmy Kimmel should not be ever be allowed to refer to his thing as comedy, because that's just false advertising. You kind of have to tell a joke for it to be comedy. You know?
What if just his existence is a joke and that's the comedy?
No, because he's successful. It'd be a joke if he was a failure. Then he'd be the joke. But he's just like, oh, people watch him, and I don't really know why.
Yeah, I never got Jimmy Kimmel. I don't get him.
Like other hosts, I don't watch it. I don't watch like barely any like present like talk shows. But like I can at least understand why why a lot of them work or have people will. Yeah, I can see why someone would watch like Graham Norton or something. But then it's like Jimmy Kimmel. It's like, but he's not funny. Like there are no jokes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, Plank.
Jimmy Kimmel's not funny. Seth MacFarlane's not funny, and he keeps getting TV shows.
Yeah, but at least he's like making those shows himself. He's not just sitting there talking to people.
That's true. The only talk show host that I actually like is fucking Conan.
Also, I know I've said on a podcast, but Seth MacFarlane's basically the world's most successful fanfic writer.
That's true.
Yeah, we did talk about that before. Did we talk about it on this?
Maybe. I mean, the Orville is just flat out Star Trek.
The Orville is him getting to live out his.
The worst part is Brandon Braga's involved, so it's somewhat legit.
Seth made himself the captain because it's his fan fiction of him being the captain.
I mean,
that man's got an ego the size of a planet.
Yeah, but he makes money. Like I said, I can at least understand.
I don't understand it though. Like he's not funny.
I mean, if you narrowly avoided getting killed in 9/11, you'd have an ego too.
I mean, it depends what your definition of narrow is.
Well, he was hungover and he missed the flight one of the flights that went down.
Yeah. I mean, I could have been on that flight. You don't know that.
Well, I mean, if you were, I'd wonder how you survived.
But I mean, no, but I might have missed it, but I could have been on it. I narrowly avoided it as well, then.
Oh, that's true. I think he actually had a ticket for it, though.
Yeah, I do know the story. But, like...
But either way, I don't get it. He's just not funny. None of his stuff is funny. My favorite thing is when they used to do those roasts of X person, when they'd have him host. Gilbert Gottfried ended up not being allowed anymore because Gilbert Gottfried loved making fun of Seth MacFarlane, and he did not like that.
I mean, when you're being made fun of by Iago the Parrot,
yeah,
life is pretty bad.
To be fair, Gilbert Gottfried is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, but it's still that voice, though.
I mean, to be fair, I'd be sad if I was made fun of by Seth MacFarlane and it was actually a good joke.
Well, you're not in any danger of that.
Yeah, exactly. God, why does he I don't get it. Why do people watch his shit? Like, I get a lot of shit that I don't like, but I don't understand him.
Because people were desperate for Simpsons to be good again. And they'll take knockoff Simpsons. And
the sad thing is...
And then they'll take
Simpsons
every other version of knockoff Simpsons.
The sad thing is Simpsons is still better.
I'm not I don't know. I mean, I've not seen either in years, but...
The sad thing is... No, it really is. That's the sad thing. And no, Simpsons hasn't gotten better. Just Family Guy is that shit.
Is Family Guy even still running?
Yes.
It will never end.
It's like cancer. It'll never go away.
Let's not go that far.
You're right. It's more like herpes, because every now and then, it doesn't have a season for a little bit, a couple months, and then it comes right back.
Coming this fall, herpes. 9 o'clock.
I mean, seems about right.
God, I hate Seth MacFarlane. I wish he'd stop getting work, and I wish people would stop watching this shit.
Now the problem is he's got insane levels of friends in Hollywood at this point.
Oh yeah, no.
And I don't really know how he managed it, but then I know for Orville he's had people like Charlize Theron just kind of show up. However you pronounce to say her fucking name.
I don't know.
Chick who was in Mad.
I think it's Charlize Theron.
Oh. I mean,
I don't know.
The way I said it makes it sound like she's a Game of Thrones character, which is possibly better. Depends what season.
I never liked it, so.
Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with it
Yeah.
very early on.
It is decent at the start, and then it just kind of make too many stupid mistakes.
They kind of killed everyone.
It also suffers from that same problem that a lot of kill 'em all shows have, where they're so obsessed with the idea of killing characters, they forgot that you're supposed to develop them.
Well, they get developed, they're just... I mean, remember, most of the deaths are also happen in the book anyway. So it's like, they're not exactly... they can't exactly go, yeah, let's... well, this is the people we intend to kill. They're like, well, these are the people we have to kill.
Okay, so the books are also just terribly written. Okay.
I know a lot of people would definitely agree with that one.
I mean, the books aren't even finished, so...
And they never will be.
Probably not.
Didn't he just be like, I mean, if people are watching the TV show, why should I even bother finishing the books?
I mean... He says that, but the reality is he's just lazy as fuck.
I could write, but I have all of this money now.
It's not even money. He's just really fucking lazy. Like...
Considering, you know what, that makes sense, because the writing is really lazy.
Well, you hadn't read the books.
I mean, I've seen the show, and the writing in that show is pretty lazy, and if it's the same as the books.
Comes and goes on what's like a one-to-one translation. It's like a lot of things where like the first season is like more or less the same, and then afterwards they start like doing little changes and then big changes, and then we've gone past what we meant to. Oops. Let's put in a filler arc. Oh wait, no, we're just adapting the one book that is itself a filler arc. Oops.
I mean, it worked for Bleach.
Yeah, but that's only because the quality of Bleach went down so much that the filler was preferable.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about Bleach. The filler is the best parts of it. And then eventually it was cancelled.
Yes.
And they never finished animating it.
Well, it's because as far like when they stopped animating, when they were pretty sure, yeah, this is like not gonna won't have long enough to go to justify running more episodes on it, and then it just kept going for like another year.
Yeah, because they told Kubo ages ago, it's like, all right, you get one more chapter, and then he stretched that chapter out for years.
Yeah, we got one more arc, and then, whoops, turn that off.
They were like, no, you're done.
Yeah, and then they gave him like 7 chapters to wrap the whole thing up.
Yeah, like
which is why it literally ends with main villain is like non-killable, and then Aizen shows up and is like, no, but you are killable though.
Ah, so just like that one arc with what's his face?
With Aizen? Where he's like, I'm invincible, and they're like, but what if I do this? Oh, I'm not invincible anymore.
What if I increased my power level?
But
oh yeah, did you appreciate all the scenes of like Aqua, Kairi and Axel, Lee, whatever, hanging out in the hyperbolic time forest? Where they're just kind of there.
I mean, I already knew that was a thing from Dream Drop Distance, so...
Yeah, but it's like just kind of weird that they're there, and Axel's like, call me Axel. And it's like, but your name is Lee.
He's like,
Axel. But Axel's my more iconic name.
Everyone calls me Axel.
He's like, call me Axel, because I keep having flashbacks of someone who looks a lot like you with black hair calling me Axel.
But I don't remember.
I don't remember.
And there's also that weird one that looks like you with blonde hair.
I like how so much at the beginning of this game is still just trying to get all the characters caught up with the plot.
Okay, so what's going on now? Well, the darkness, Sora fell, and, Riku's going the dark with Mickey and Aqua, Sora forgot his powers again, because, bananas.
You need some reason as to why he's having fun fucking around in Disney Worlds. Otherwise, just having fun fucking around in Disney Worlds for no reason.
So Sora forgot his powers, and then the Xehanort shows up every now and then and goes, haha, I am the bad, and Sora goes, fuck you.
No, every world has a new organization member. Well, new. Some of them have the same ones, like Luxord is back in Pirates World.
And then Woody says, who the fuck is this anime bullshit?
Wait,
and then they all say something.
Wait, Saber, how far have you got into Pirates World?
Only just at the start still.
Ah, okay. So Luxord and Jack haven't met.
No, but didn't they meet in
No, but they meet again for the last time.
for the last time?
Zerg,
the
man,
first time, for the last
Zerg
time.
should have been the final boss of Toy Story World, though.
Then they'd have to voice him. It's
I
much
mean,
easier to just have the random.
just get Corey Burton to do it.
Would have
Is that
been
your
funny if
solution?
like
Just have Corey Burton do everyone.
Isn't that Kingdom Hearts' solution?
True.
Ah, it is I, Corey Burton. I am darkness, yet I am also light. Yet I'm light unless I'm darkness.
It is I, Corey, the Seeker of Darkness.
Darkness, darkness, darkness.
Darkness within darkness awaits you.
And I will throw my darkness at you to make darkness dark.
It was more like they
And then
needed
the
guy-
darkest
they
darkness.
They needed the guy from Tron, David Warner, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do that again." And he's like, "Oh, I can't make it." And they're like, "Well, why don't we just get Corey Burton, who basically just ripped him off for Shockwave anyway?" And they were
Dark,
like, "Okay,
dark.
that works."
What's a shockwave?
I don't know, sounds lame.
He's the worst shot in the galaxy. That's what he is.
Yeah. Courage! Man. G1 is like so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I love that one episode where Hoist and
Oh, that. Good.
Hoist and Graph were like, okay, Optimus, we built this thing called the Power Tower. And Prime's like, that's a pretty good idea, but the Decepticons will want it, so don't you fucking build it. So then Hoist and Graph will go off, and then the Constructicons show up and like, hey, we heard about your Power Tower, but we want to help you build it because we're your friends. And so the Constructicons help them build it. And when Prime finds out, he's like, but I told you. And it's like, but they're our friend. Oh, they're evil. And it's like, well, what is their origin story anyway today?
I'm gonna say maybe it was those other ones, you know.
So that reminded me though, because
there's 3 different versions of them.
it reminded me because the whole death battle. Let's have the amalgamation of Optimus Prime fight fucking RX-79. Screw attacks no more. It's now just death battle.
Oh, they've said, I did see that they changed the name, but I didn't hear what to.
Yes, screw attack is now just death battle.
Well, at least they're honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's all people care about anyway.
Well, maybe if they
like,
hadn't gotten rid of all of their, like, you know, elements that people liked. Or,
I mean, a lot of the shows that they had back in the day kind of ran away from them ages ago. Some of them ended up at, well, I don't know where they are now, but they were at Tig-Wit-Tig for a while. Now Tig-Wit-Tig is just 2 people. No, 3, I'm sorry. Because Guru Larry is going to last until the end of time.
yeah.
Comedy.
But easy to last when you don't put out content.
AVGN was like, well, I'm gone. I'm going to make Cinemassacre. Bye.
Well, they did the stupid thing and they released it from his and they didn't put him in like a forever binding contract.
Yeah, as soon as he had like enough money, he's like, yep, I'm going to just form my own later. Bye.
They'd be like, that'll never catch on.
And then it did.
And then it did.
And he's the only one of these people that's still running around.
I mean, other people are running around, just...
I mean, Doug
Angry-
Walker's still running around.
Angry Joe still runs around.
Even if he's not
Look at
quite
Angry-
as good as he used to be.
Angry Joe?
No, I mean, Doug
I was
Walker.
going to say, because he was never good.
No, I mean, Doug Walker is still, like, you know, running.
Alive.
Even though people kind of hate him now.
I mean, he's technically exists. It's Schrodinger's, like, YouTuber.
Schrodinger's YouTuber? Good.
He's like, he neither exists nor doesn't exist until he's observed, but view counts aren't there and aren't enough to sustain him anymore.
I still can't get over fucking Angry Joe still being a thing, though, because, God, like you said, he's always been awful, so I never understood people watching him.
Like, I remember when he got called out years ago on some of his bullshit. Specifically, I think it was the guy, Lord Cat, was it?
Yeah, I know Lord Cat called him out.
Who fucking hated him and Spoonie.
I remember they got them blacklisted from a lot of people in the game industry.
Yeah. And then, like, yeah, I don't really know what happened after all of that. Well, I know he just went on to YouTube. Angry Joe went on to YouTube and then just, like, kept on getting in, like, weird controversies, like, bitching at people because they didn't pre-order Battlefield 5.
Would Battlefield give him a bunch of money or some shit?
I don't know. I just know they got pissy that Battlefield 5 had, like, really shit sales and pre-orders, and it's like, well, maybe if they, like... And then it was like the usual thing of, oh, you're just sexist because you don't support women, all these women soldiers in front lines of World War II. And it's like, I don't think that happened. I'm reasonably,
It didn't.
I'm reasonably sure that didn't happen.
They're like, you're making that up. There were certainly no claw hand soldiers in World War.
It wasn't like super common, but there were ones that like cross-dressed.
But that's not like that's not open. That's not like women actually.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like it was. But like actively, where they're like with their gender out there, it was very rare outside of like espionage and like very small fringe groups. Unfortunately,
like they're not. That's what I said. Frontline soldiers.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying like there were. This is more for the audience. There were, but like they weren't like frontline soldiers, and if they were not like openly a woman. They were like disguising their gender and shit because they were not allowed to serve in most like organized military rebel factions and rebel groups like that happened, yeah, but
it's like
where they were more open.
But it's
not
like you can argue about the politics of the situation, but it doesn't change the fact that historically speaking, that's not what happened.
I got no problem with them doing like a fantasy thing with it, but
yeah,
honestly,
but it's not
a
fantasy
Battlefield game.
Yeah, it's just like that's not what they're going for. It's just like it is like flat out just like.
Didn't they have like a lady with a robot arm though? So that's kind of they're going for fantasy at that point.
But I mean, that's not what. But it's not like kind of doing it in that sort of tongue-in-cheek method. It's like flat out just this kind of pandering, and that's kind of where people draw the.
I mean, they literally have a person with a robot hand.
But it's like if you're going to do that, why does it have to be World War II though?
Because everyone likes World War II.
No, they don't. People just like it because it's one of it's the only actual conflict where you can conflict in the history of world where you can say, well, yeah, but these are objectively the good guys, these are objectively the bad guys.
Yeah, that's one of the easiest conflicts in that.
It's
regard.
like, oh, you just have to make the controversial stance that Nazis are bad people. Where it's like, oh, if you want to do World War One, it's like...
you say that, but there were people that got mad about like Wolfenstein and shit shooting Nazis.
I mean, you got mad Nazis.
Yes, there's a lot of them out now. They've come out of the woodwork thanks to Donald Trump.
Well, at least they're having fun, I guess.
No, fuck
At least
Nazis.
they're having fun.
The only good Nazi is a dead Nazi, as far as I'm concerned.
Why are you so prejudiced against Nazis?
Because they're prejudiced.
Well, it doesn't give you a right to be intolerant.
I'll be as intolerant to Nazis as I can be.
I think you're just a Naziist.
What?
It's a person who doesn't like Nazis.
Sure. Fuck them.
Well, we're already hitting those hard-hitting topics today.
Yeah, really.
I just want you to remember that in like 20 years, when like
so much for the tolerant left.
Remember that in about 20 years when like people will drag up this comment and go, "You said back then, fuck Nazis." You can't say that these days.
The thing is, like I said, there are people that get fucking pissed off when you say shit like that. They're like, no, you just talk to the Nazis, it works out. I'm like, yeah, that worked out historically, didn't it?
Well, sort of.
No.
They're like, just let him have this one. It's not like he's gonna want to take over the entire world, right?
Yeah.
I'll just let him have this country. Oh, it's okay. Oh, no, just let him have that one too. And that one, and oh my god, they're at our door now.
Quite what was going on, but sure.
Kind of did. They kind of let him go for a little while, and they're like, oh shit, actually, he's near us now. Fuck. Fuck.
It's a bit more along the lines of everyone knew what was happening, everyone knew what was going to happen. It's just nobody was actually ready for it. Like, mobilizing for war, especially for a lot of the countries, is an extremely long, arduous process. So like, it's like, so imagine Russia that's the whole reason why Stalin and Hitler signed that pact to say, yeah, we won't fight each other, because they both knew, yeah, we're going to backstab the other. We just want more time so we can gear up.
On the plus side, at least, like, we're lucky that Hitler was a fucking idiot. And we get obsessed with the stupidest things. And, that helped lead to his fucking fall, thank God.
He just wanted jetpacks and UFOs.
He would want the stupidest shit.
As I said, it was a lot more kind of, everyone knew what was going to happen and where we were going to build up to, but like, you know, this is still like very kind of not too far off of things like the Great Depression. So not everyone was in pretty bad spots economically speaking. So like just kind of like arming up for a war, especially with the knowledge about how that war would play out, was not exactly everyone's what people were ready for, shall we say.
And actually, speaking of Russia, we were lucky that he got so obsessed with Stalingrad shit. He was so fucking obsessed with that.
I mean, the instant they decided to attack Russia in the winter was the downfall.
Yeah.
We're never going to win that fight. And also, just nobody expected
and then
the Russian mentality of we will throw more men than you have bullets.
Well, also, like I said, though, like his generals were like, okay, we should probably stop doing this, and Hitler was like, no, Stalingrad, though, I want it. Gotta go.
It is kind of the weird thing in that there's not actually that much of Russia that's worth grabbing, that's worth having in terms of like giving you any kind of tactical benefit. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's just a whole bunch of land that's just kind of, yeah, you've got like a farm in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. So what? Where like Stalingrad is one of the few things where if you took it, there was like some relevancy to it.
Also, too, whenever they were going to take bits of land, or they would have like farmland, the Russians would just raise it before they left.
As I said, no one expected the Russians would go full in on the but we will suicide just so you don't win. Because I mean, who would really expect an entire country worth of people to just say, I don't care if I die, fuck you. You didn't win. You didn't win.
Actually, like, speaking of stuff like that, Normandy happening was also a stroke of luck and a stroke of, thank God, Adolf is asleep for, like, so long and doesn't want to be waking up.
Actually, it was also a bit of genius on our part.
Oh yeah, no, there was definitely genius in it, too. We're also lucky.
There was also, for instance, there was the thing where they threw a whole bunch of tinfoil to confuse German radars to make them think that there was a massive invasion force further up the coast, or like.
Well, yeah, they also had that as like. Oh yeah, they had that. Like, there were also like false reports that there was like a different landing zone and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. And then the fucking Americans hit the wrong fucking beach and got killed.
Oops.
So it's like, brilliant plan, everyone. Oh, where the fuck are they gone? Oh, well, they're all dead now. That's a good thing. They really weakened the defenses on that beach we weren't attacking. Well, we'll just drive on through. Basically what happened.
Alright, guys. That's it for Yakuza podcast.
Yay.
Because it's like 53, so it's close enough, and I don't want to get into the next event in the game, because that'll be like, probably like another 30 minutes on top, so...
And then we'd have to move into Phase 4. AKA,
anyway, guys,
AKA, we really fucking hope you like Carol Danvers.
Why the fuck did I keep ranting about the fucking actress, but let's end this. Have a good day.